everyone, and welcome back. Today I have a remodel for you. This is requested by John Z. John's been waiting on the request list for about 3.5 months, and at the time of his request, he asked me to pick one of the homes that's offered in the store for LP and remodel it, that he really loves how I do remodels, and that I could just choose whichever one I wanted. So I'm going to choose the stone slate house. As I'm recording this portion and editing it, I have not done the house yet, and I'm already a little concerned looking at the shape of this. I'm not quite sure what I've gotten myself into here, but maybe I'll just delete the third floor. If you're new here, I want to let you know that when I do remodels, I do not change the footprint of the structure. I may delete a floor or a basement. The basement actually is pretty nice down here, now that I'm looking at it, but that third floor up there, I may just have to take that off. But here's the main floor here, and actually the layout is pretty nice. I like how the dining room is situated. Of course, I'm going to probably take most everything out of here and do it in my style, but as far as the layout and the house in general, whoever created it, I'm actually kind of impressed, because a lot of these LP homes are terrible. And I don't mean a little bit terrible, a lot terrible. Some of them are past architect homes that just never belong there, and then they want you to pay $699 LP. But hey, this one doesn't look too bad. I like this. I like how it's open here. I can definitely work with this for sure. So since I don't change the walls at all, I'm looking at these little rooms here, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do with those. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of little alcoves in the front that are empty over there on the left too. I saw that. Then we have a balcony here, but it actually, layout-wise, looks like a nice family home. So it looks like we have a couple of kids' rooms up there. See, I like how it makes the shape there. I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to do with those little spaces. This has to go. That's just going to have to go. It's pointless. There's no need for it at all. I don't see any need to keep this at all, so I'm definitely going to delete that third floor. I just don't like a lot of garden on roofs. I don't like, a lot of balcony space. I know some people do. This is just a matter of personal taste, but I just don't like it. Now see how much better this looks already? And I'm thinking with a regular roof on it, it's going to look even better. So let's choose, not quite sure about that one. It's a pretty expensive roof too. Not quite sure, but at least I know that with a regular roof line on it, the house looks very nice now instead of the flat roof. And with that third floor taken off, that's going to make it a whole lot easier to remodel and make it look like a normal family type build. So I'm liking the stone, but also I want to try out some different exteriors here. There's the brick, and then I'm going to take some things out of here. I may repurpose some of these rooms. I don't think I'm going to keep much in here. I'm just kind of scanning around and thinking out loud for this section of the video. I'm not going to do like a live remodel or anything like that, but I'm just kind of playing around here at this point just to kind of see what kind of look I want to give the home. I don't like those shutter windows. See, I took those off. So I think I'm going to probably keep the other windows though, the dark with the tan shades on them. And I'm just kind of looking around for a door that would look pretty in the front there that would go with those windows if I want to keep those windows. That's pretty much the first thing that I do when I do these remodels is I try to pick the exterior and the roof and see if I'm going to keep the windows that came with it. And see, that front door there looks perfect with those windows. So I'm deciding here to keep those windows, and that way I can use that front door, and it also blends with that big patio door. So now I'm just kind of trying some different exteriors just to see how it will look, because sometimes that just gives me inspiration on how to redecorate the inside of the home. A lot of you ask me, how do you remodel? What's your process? You know how I build from scratch, right? You know I do room by room, most of you who have been with me for a while. But as far as remodels go, typically I do this. I just try to get the outside going, and that gives me a lot of inspiration for what I'm going to do on the inside. I like this exterior. I'm just not quite sure if I'm going to keep it. I'm going to let it be a surprise, though, I think. I don't like that at all. That looks terrible. I definitely want to keep that brown roof that I just picked instead of the flat roof or any other color, because it matches the windows that are already on the home quite well. This looks pretty, this siding here. That way you have some contrast going on. And then let's see if there's anything else I might want to try out. Definitely not that. Thinking about maybe like a light gray. We have a light gray stucco. That would look really pretty because of the fence. See, the fence around is the wood with the light gray, and it makes the house match the fencing around it. So that's definitely an option there. I think that looks really nice. So when I come back, I will continue to empty out the house. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, I did pick the light gray because I think it looks really nice with the fence around the house and then the dark brown. I changed the color of the back patio and emptied some things out there. I do like the landscaping that's already here in the front. I think they did an excellent job, as well as with the layout. And you can see I've emptied almost everything out of the house except for things I may keep. I'm not sure, but those are just things that I kind of liked where they were, and I do like the laundry room, and that I may just keep in there. So you can kind of see I've kept some things in the basement there. I'm not sure about this couch and these chairs. I like those green chairs, and I love the cushions on the couch, how they match. I like the staircase and the fireplace there so far. And then, of course, there's the kitchen. I took that old Japanese fridge that nowhere near matched. And, of course, there's a missing piece of countertop there. So I'm going to have to fix that. And then, you know, with the rooms empty, you can kind of get a better idea of maybe what you want to do with the house. So when I come back, you guys will see all the work I did and what the new house looks like. So here it is finished. Of course, you've seen the outside in the past clip, and now I'm going to take you on a tour of the finished house. I did the patio back here. I used those new chairs and just put some tables and lamps there with a grill and just a couple of trees. I didn't want to overdo it. In case you want to redo the house, you could put anything back there really that you wanted. I really did like how they did the balconies and the plants back there. I left that alone, as well as that landscaping in the front. So now when you come in, you have this little small entryway here. I've hung the black farmhouse light fixture in there. And then over here to the right, this is now a little powder room that looks a lot more stylish to me anyway. I tried to keep everything light and bright, especially in the smaller rooms, but there's a little coat closet, and I put one of those little suitcase and shoe holders there from the hotel suite update. This is the new great room. I ended up taking out that couch and the green chairs. I wanted to make this very lived-in looking and family-oriented, but stylish at the same time. So one thing I really did like was how they did the staircase, and they put that black window under it. I think that looks beautiful, so I left it just the way it was, but I brightened up the walls. I used that beautiful, I love that wood flooring, by the way. And then I brought in some blues you can see in the rug and the TV and the paintings. Over here is the new dining room. So I did the dark colored walls with the dark red, and then brightened it up with the light tan looking table and rug. And in here, remember I didn't know what to do with the alcoves. I just put some wine there and some condiments, and I think it came together pretty well. So in here's the new kitchen. Remember they had that missing counter piece. They had those empty alcoves. So here I put a little cleaning and trash area, and on this side is the fridge. And I kept the chalet kitchen items in here and put that nice black and white tile on the wall and the beautiful black tile on the floor, and just made it a nice, functional, but pretty kitchen. And I've put a small table there by the window, just a little space to make it sort of an eat-in kitchen for two. Since the dining room for having company would be next door, I wanted to have a little eat-in area there. So coming over here on the other side, this is now a little sitting area with a piano. So it's sort of like a little entryway / sitting area and music room. I brought that farmhouse rug in, which I'm not quite sure why they keep that in the nursery section, but it's my favorite rug, one of my favorites, I should say. I just like that little room, and then you come back through there, and you're back into the great room area. So that is the first floor remodeled. And remember, I don't change the walls. I put a doorway there so you can go to the little balcony, and then of course right there is the stairway that goes downstairs, and then we're going to pop upstairs here. And remember, this was already like this. I just redecorated it. I brightened up the walls and put a table there with some lamps on it. Did not want to clutter this up at all because I like the nice open space. This here, I've just made a little storage closet for the family. And this little space right here, remember there were a lot of little spaces I wasn't sure what to do with. I made an entryway into the master bedroom here. So I've done the master bedroom in greens and whites and golds. And those plants look beautiful with that bed set. And then I've brought over that green chair. It absolutely matches that bedspread. And then for those alcoves, I've put just little closet units. And then we have a dresser here. So I think it's very well put together for a little master bedroom. I really like the mix of colors. And there's the master closet right there. And then coming through this doorway here, we come into a pretty good sized master bath. So finally I got the tub to fit into a bathroom. I've been using the little shower a lot, but haven't really used the tub too often. I love this tub. I'm so glad we got it. It's my favorite so far. And just put a painting above it, and then I put a little bench here where you could maybe sit and put on lotion or get dressed. And then the shower is in this little alcove that was empty, and in this one I put the toilet. So it makes a nice master suite. It's a nice size. It's perfect. And then coming back around the way here, we're going to come into this door, and we're coming into a nursery. So this farmhouse rug here, you see, look how beautiful it looks with that oak nursery set, the red, white, and blue. All those little colors come right out of the rug. So keep that in mind when you're making a nursery, that also makes a beautiful nursery rug, even with the dark walnut furniture for that set too. And then there's a little bathroom for the nursery. I put a tub there. And that is the second floor remodeled. I like it. So we come downstairs, and you come in the skinny hallway back here and go downstairs to the basement. So this is how it ended up looking. The TV and speakers were already there, but I wanted to make it a nice living space for the family, so I put some bookshelves and put some couches in and a coffee table, as well as a computer area back there, right below the stairs. I didn't want it to look so empty, and I thought that would be a great use of the space. A clock on the wall. And that is how the family room turned out. This I've made into a guest room, but it would be wonderful for a teenager's room or even a preteen to make that their room down there in the basement. But I just kept it simple here with the farmhouse furniture. And then coming around this way, we have the laundry area, which was already like this. I did not touch it. I thought it looked great the way it was. It was a perfect spot for it. And this was already a gym as well, but I didn't like how things were kind of arranged, so I put an extra piece of equipment in there and a stereo and just made it more like a home gym. And this was already the bathroom. I just redecorated it. And if you notice, that light-colored chalet sink looks great with the new shower that we just got. And then that beige toilet that I got in a package, all of that goes together very nicely, and all three of them are from different sets. That's what I'm really liking about these new items, like I've said before in previous videos, is just how great now things can sort of blend together. So let's look at the furniture. We don't need to do the grid because I didn't change the walls, but that is the great room / family room downstairs, the gym, the bathroom. I didn't redecorate the laundry room. I did a guest room here. And then we have the living area upstairs and a little sitting area that's in sort of like a separate entryway in the front. And then there is the regular entryway, just what the front door would actually be, the powder room and the coat closet. And right here is the new dining area. And then I put the little cabinets there. And now we have the newly decorated kitchen. And it's now a little eat-in kitchen with the cleaning area and the fridge. That's the new patio back there. This I just redecorated. It was already open. Then we have what is now the nursery and the storage closet here. So you can see how I've kind of rearranged some doors. That's the entrance to the master. There is the bathroom for the nursery. Of course, we have the master closet right there. And you can kind of see how I've reconfigured the doors here. That's the master suite and just some little closet areas there. And that was a bedroom, but now it is the master bathroom. I did not like how they had that master bath arranged there in the front in those teeny tiny rooms. So that is the remodel of the stone slate house. Thank you so much, John Z, for the request. And it was quite a compliment that you said you love how I do remodels, because sometimes I'm just not quite sure how they turn out, but this was fun to do, so thanks again for your request. I hope everyone enjoyed the tour. If you did, please give me that like. I sure do appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been with me for a while, welcome back. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.